Hello, welcome to Odenton Christian School training videos. In this video, I'll be showing how to interface with Google Classroom with the browser. Okay, so first, let us open up our browser. For this demonstration, I am using Chrome. I'm at google.com and I will type in Google Classroom. Then I will click the link Google Classroom. Now, if you've never logged in before, it will take you to the Google for Education page. From there, I'll go to the upper right, click Sign in Google Classroom. It will take me to the normal Google login screen. Your login information should have been sent to you via email, and your login is your first name, last name at odentonbaptist.org. Again, that is first name, last name at odentonbaptist.org. There are no punctuations, there are no spaces. So let's use my daughter as an example. Your password, again, you should receive an email containing your password. If this is your very first time logging in, the password you received, upon entering it, you will be requested to change it to anything you desire. I highly recommend that both the parent and the student know this password. If for any reason you forget it or can't get in, please contact us and we will reset that password for you. So let me log in. So upon login, the student will see all the subjects they are currently enrolled in. This student that we're using as an example is in secondary. So as you can see, she also has different teachers doing different subjects. For those in K5 through 6, they will probably see the same exact teacher for all subjects. This is the very first step that the student will go in to see what subjects they have, and sometimes even see some of the assignments that are up and coming. So for this example, what we will do is we will go into Junior Bible to see this subject. So now that I've clicked Junior Bible, it goes to what's called the Stream Dashboard. The Stream Dashboard is kind of like the main entrance to that particular subject. In this subject, you can see upcoming assignments. I have a reading assignment. This square shows the upcoming for the week. If you want to see more, click View All. Now currently there's only one, but if there were more beyond the week, you would see them. You can also categorize them by based off assigned, if they've already been returned and graded, which we do not have any, or if you're missing any. For example, if the due date's passed, it'll show missing. Good quick way to find out. You can either hit back or hit Junior Bible. Now let's say you're in this subject and you're like, oh wait, I want to go to another classroom. You can hit the 3 lines in the upper left. The 3 lines in the upper left gives you a menu of all the different curriculum that you are currently enrolled in. You can look at your calendar and you can also go back to the top, classes. So since we're here, I'll show you a couple other things from here. In the upper right, you have your initial, which shows who's logged in, and you have these square of dots. If you click that, it goes through the various different products that Google provides. Products that this student will probably be using often is Gmail, Drive, Docs, which is similar to Microsoft Word, Sheets, which is similar to Microsoft Excel, Slides, which is similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, and the calendar, which will have all the different assignments and things from the different subjects added automatically. Now, what we will do is we'll go back into Junior Bible, because as we can see, we see an assignment in here. Now on the dashboard, if you wanted, you could share something with your class. Hello, everyone. And then post. They could add something from their Google Drive. They could link something from the internet. Upload a file from the device they're currently on. Currently we're on a desktop, so I'd be able to upload files from my desktop. YouTube, I can link videos of YouTube. Now please mind, keep within the accordance of the handbook. This is still school. Now you could cancel. You could also click here and copy the link to share this in case you maybe wanted to share it with a student if they don't see it for some reason. Or you could click this and go directly with to the assignment. Now the teacher does have the ability to delete posts and mute students that maybe are out of order when it comes to their chatting. So please be careful as you do this. Next, what we will do is we'll go to People. People are all your fellow students and teacher of that particular subject. Of course, if you're K5 through 6th, it'll be the same teacher for all subjects and the same classmates for all subjects. You can email as needed, and depending on the device you're on, it will open up that particular email application. So now what we're going to do is we're going to classwork. Now in classwork, this is very important. Classwork is where all the assignments are assigned. So for the student to do the work, this is where they will come. They will open up whatever assignment they have, read the instructions, and submit as needed. So for reading an example, I will click it. And what it does is it gives me when it was posted, when it's assigned, and the instructions that are required to complete this assignment. For this assignment, it's just answer the following questions and then give some instruction on how to submit. It says attach answers via a screenshot of a written paper, scratch paper, or attach a document that contains your typed answers. Now, in order to do this, you actually need to view the assignment. So what we will do is we'll click View Assignment. In the assignment, you will see the same information. You have a chance to do class comments. Again, class comments are class-wide. So if you make a comment here, all other students will be able to see it. But this is also sometimes a good way to ask a question that maybe another student has, and they can look here and see the answers or other questions maybe other students have. Good place to communicate, but it's only communicating within this assignment. You can add a private comment if you would like. This only goes toward the teacher, and it's something if like the student has questions, but they don't really want the whole class to know what they're asking, so they can ask the teacher privately, and the teacher can respond privately. Now let's say this assignment has questions, and the teacher gave instructions that you could answer them in the class comments. You could just click Mark as Done, and then it will be marked as done, and the teacher will grade accordingly. But since that's not the case, and this is asking us to actually answer a bunch of questions, and we don't want to put our answers in the class comments because then all students could see the answer, what we will do is we will add our own document that contains the answers. So what we'll do is we'll go Add or Create. You can add from a Google Drive. Let's say you've already taken a screenshot, or if you have a scanner or any other means of getting the document to it, you could have it on your Google Drive already and pull it from there. You could link it. If it's an article, let's say, from the internet, and you're required to give an article, you could link the article. If the file, again, is on your device, you could upload it. Or you could create a new docs, slides, sheets, or drawings from the Google suite that is already included in this program. So what we're going to do is I'm going to type up my answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a docs. When I click it, it will create it. It'll take a moment. It has created the document. Now obviously it's blank, has no answers, so we need to do that. So what I will do is I will click the document. Upon clicking the document, it will open a new tab. And then what I will do is I will type my answers. Now I could keep typing, I could write all my answers. The nice thing is it's auto saving. So if I close this tab, it will still be saved. Now, note, it did open a new tab. I can go back and look and make comments if it's a very active assignment. But I'll go back to the docs document. Now that I'm in here, once I'm finished, I could share it with fellow students or the teacher, but that's not turning it in. There's a new button that appears. It's called Turn In. I can still close this, go over here, and turn it in from here as well. But since I'm already in the document, I'm pretty happy with my answers. I will hit Turn In. When I turn in, it opens a new tab. So be mindful of the tabs that are opening because sometimes it can get a little heavy up here and you might not need this many. But either way, it opened up a new tab and is saying turn in your work. And again, it describes the one attachment, gives the name of the file that's currently being attached. If you're satisfied with what's happening, click Turn In. Upon turning in, you will see that it changed to turned in instead of assigned, and it says you have the option to unsubmit. Now at this point, the teacher has received notification that the student has turned in. The teacher will also receive notifications if there's comments on the assignment, private comments on the assignment, so the teacher's getting notifications. The student will get notifications and emails if their work has been returned, if a teacher has made a comment or other people have made class comments on the assignment that they are currently assigned. Now, in this, let's say the teacher hasn't graded it yet, you haven't heard anything, and you're like, oh no, I accidentally attached the wrong document. Or maybe you want to change your answers. What you can do is you can click Unsubmit. Unsubmit, what it's saying is you can unsubmit to add or change attachments, but please don't forget to resubmit once you're done. Because if you don't resubmit and the due date passes, well, then it's overdue. So what we'll do is we'll unsubmit. Upon unsubmit, it changed it back to assigned. You could delete, you could click it, edit the document, or you could add more if you so desire. But since we're already satisfied with what we have, we will turn it in. And again, this is saying resubmit. Now this is where the document goes over into the teacher's hands. Now the teacher can return it ungraded. If it's returned ungraded, what will happen is it will turn back to assigned. Usually if this process happens, the teacher will have private comments on that returned document stating what is wrong with it or what needs to be corrected before the teacher will grade it. If the teacher returns it graded, it is now a done process and the grade is complete, and the student will be able to view their grade. Also, don't forget, RenWeb is still where we actually track all grades, so if you want to see the overall grade of your student, please still go to the parent portal at RenWeb, and you can see your student's current report card. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, and thank you very much for watching.